Warren Buffett shares advice on becoming successful. When it comes to getting rich, who hasn't heard of Warren Buffett? One of the richest people who rates consistently high on Forbes' list of billionaires. If you don't know him, where on earth are you living? Just kidding. That's why we made this video for you. Stay with us because we're going to share inspiring information about this amazing man and his key advice to success. Hey and welcome to Money Invest. Join our channel by hitting the subscribe button and clicking on the bell icon to be updated on our new uploads. Without further ado, let's introduce you to the highly influential businessman. Warren Buffett is one of the world's richest men. He is a well-known businessman and philanthropist, but he's well regarded as one of the world's most influential investors. He made his fortune with a simple but powerful investing plan. His investments are long-term positions that he achieves by purchasing financially sound companies, selling at a significant discount to their intrinsic value, and as a result, it's not shocking that Warren Buffett's investing approach has been legendary. Buffett adheres to many main tenets and an investing philosophy that is widely practiced around the world. Coca-Cola, Gillette, and Dairy Queen are among his most well-known investments. The Oracle of Omaha's net worth is projected to be $80 billion as of October 2020. Warren Buffett is known as the Oracle of Omaha, and he's widely regarded as one of the best investors of all time. He's acknowledged as the Oracle of Omaha because the business world pays close attention to his investment choices and market commentary, and he lives and works in Omaha, Nebraska. Buffett is the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, which he acquires as a majority shareholder in the mid-1960s. Buffett's skill and success with the stock market have reaped major benefits and earned him a nickname, the Oracle of Omaha. Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway notably invest in stocks over bonds and prefer long-term strategies to constant day trading. But it's more than that, and how Buffett invests that makes him more successful. Exercise less stupidity and stick to good smart choices. While that sounds simple enough, let's admit that we all fail and make stupid mistakes. It's bound to happen. To keep your failures to a minimum, doing very few things right in your life over and over again is critical to steer you in the right direction, as it has for Buffett. Buffett isn't calling us to some higher order or achievement and losing sleep to get more stuff done. Even he said once,
his comment here is, it's not necessary to do extraordinary things to get extraordinary results.
Unsurprisingly, many people want to be as rich as Buffett. Most people would probably settle for a fraction of his net worth. Thankfully, he's doled out some helpful advice over the years so others can follow his strategies. Keep watching for Buffett's best pieces of advice on becoming successful. But before that, we value your enthusiasm, so don't forget to subscribe to the Money Invest YouTube channel and ring the bell to be informed on new episodes, and keep watching. The road to success comes from the daily habits we practice over and over again with rigor and determination. Some of it is counterintuitive in the harsh, transactional business world, where the takers greatly outnumber the givers. To Buffett, it's what he has advised us to do for years because it has worked for him, and here are a few things to consider. Always keep learning. Years ago, Buffett gave an entrepreneur some advice over drinks. He told her to learn something every day, confront opportunities, and always be humble. Though it's not outright investing advice, it's a strategy anyone in business would be smart to mimic. Buffett still goes through the newspaper every morning and reads books throughout the day. Measure your success by your inner scorecard. When setting the bar for your own goals, don't fall for the trap of measuring it by other people's measure of success. Instead, try to keep up with the Joneses. Measure yourself by one of Buffett's most famous rules, your inner scorecard, which defines your standards and not what the world imposes on you. The inner scorecard, a principle he learned from his father, comes from deep within and speaks your truth. It gives meaning to who you are and how you naturally behave and see the world based on your values and beliefs, not someone else's. In short, it's taking the higher road to achieve success because it comes from the heart. Invest your own money. Pointing to the 4 times that the value of Berkshire Hathaway plummeted, Buffett explained the trouble of using loans to invest in stocks in his 2018 annual letter. A drop in the value of a stock may cause an investor unneeded worry and lead to poor decisions, if the money isn't entirely theirs to begin with, he said. On the flip side, Buffett said investors with extra cash and no debt have great opportunities when the market drops because they don't have to worry about paying someone back and can be aggressive with their investments. Build relationships. When Buffett visited Iowa State MBA students, he talked to them about success. The listeners were surprised by how personal his advice was and how Buffett steered clear of technical talk. One of the students told USA Today that Buffett taught him You can't replace the relationships you build and the way you treat people with business knowledge. Your life success should be defined by one four-letter word. In the Buffett biography, The Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life, Buffett explains that the highest measure of success in life comes by how many of the people you want to have love you do love you. You can die with the biggest bank account and the most toys, but if you haven't left a legacy of good stewardship of your wealth and resources, the truth is that nobody in the world loves them, says Buffett. In the end, the ultimate test of how you've lived your life comes down to how far and wide your love has spread and impacted the lives of others. The trouble with love is that you can't buy it. You can buy sex, you can buy testimonial dinners, but the only way to get love is to be lovable. You'd like to think you could write a check. I'll buy $1 million worth of love, but it doesn't work that way. The more you give love away, the more you get, asserts Buffett. Look to the future, not the past. Of course, the investment or of today does not profit from yesterday's growth, Buffett wrote in 1951. His words are still true decades later. Buffett's warning to investors to look for future growth and not be tricked by unsustainable past performance is helping when choosing investments. Don't assume a higher cost equals superior service. Buffett has always championed passive investing over active investing. In his 2017 shareholders letter, Buffett warned that sometimes wealthy people waste money by investing with high-cost investment consultants. Both large and small investors should stick with low-cost index funds, he wrote in a 2016 letter. Building true wealth and financial security takes time, and you'll likely encounter financial challenges along the way. But viewing your finances as a lifelong endeavor can help you stay on course despite hardships. That gives you a financial foundation that will last. Avoid the herd mentality. In 2004, Buffett said, "Try to be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy only when others are fearful." In other words, buy low, sell high. This advice from Buffett warns of the danger of following the crowd and giving way to herd mentality. Buffett's longtime strategy is to sell stock when the value is high, rather than scrambling to sell when it's low and everyone is fearful that it won't return to its high value. Know when to cut your losses. Knowing when to quit is an important trait. Buffett learned as a teen trying to recoup his losses. At a horse track, after losing once, a young Buffett tried to come out even by betting again, only to lose twice as much as his initial investment. Sometimes trying to get out of a hole will only get you in deeper into the hole, and Buffett suggests that you should often consider cutting your losses to prevent further trouble. When you're aiming to reach the top of the mountain, it's usually wise to closely follow the footprints of those who have made successful the climb before you. Your odds of investing success can increase exponentially, and if you learn and apply Buffett's best investing tips. And now we've reached the end of the video, but wait, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you can join the Money Invest Squad and be a part of the channel. Thanks for watching the video.